Hey guys, I'm back to you guys with a quick update. So the Wizards have finalized their roster for this season and they've decided to waive Donald Sloan and keep Carrick Felix as their 15th player on their roster for the 2017-2018 season. Carrick Felix is 27 years old. He got drafted in 2013 by the Cleveland Cavaliers and spent most of his time in the G League. He injured his knee, like he split his kneecap in half while he was trying to dunk in like 2014. So he spent 2 years out of the league. So he worked really hard to come back though. Spent some time as a motivational speaker and an app developer. Um, what I noticed about him is he works really, really, really hard. He plays really hard, and he is very active on defense, very good defensive player. So the Wizards have decided to keep him on their roster for this season. And the Wizards have decided to keep him on their roster for this season. He was a really hardworking player, so I definitely see why they kept him. Scott Brooks was saying how this is the hardest decision, one of the hardest decisions he had to make as a coach, as far as like keeping and letting go players and stuff. They let go. He's a small forward slash shooting guard, so he'll be taking Sheldon Mack's spot in the depth chart, and they definitely needed somebody at that point because I mean Thomas Satoransky's more of a point guard. He's never really been a shooting guard. He's improving, but he's never really been a shooting guard. They let go of Donald Sloan, who was a point guard slash shooting guard. He was 29 years old, been in the league since 2010. And definitely, like, you could see it. Like, when he didn't play in the preseason game, the last preseason game on Friday, like, when the game was over, I think they had Carrick in the game for the last quarter, and when the game was over, like, they panned the camera to Donald's face, and you could see that moment when he realized that he wasn't getting picked up, like, he lost the job, like, you saw that moment, you saw that heartbreak, you saw, like, when those dots connected in his brain, like you saw it, and that was like really terrible. That was like really crazy to see, like on TV at that moment. I wish I could put the clip in for you guys. But yeah. In other news, the Knicks have decided to waive Trey Burke, and yeah, he only was with the team for 3 days. It was kind of obvious after he didn't play in that one preseason game. He didn't play at all, which was really weird that he didn't play. But yeah, the Knicks have decided to waive Trey Burke. They've also waived Nigel Hayes and Xavier Mays. So they will be keeping Jarret Jack on their squad until around November 11th when Joakim Noah's suspension is over, and then they'll see what they do. Also, they have another spot open for their G League two-way contract because they only signed one player to that, and they haven't signed anybody else. So they're still actively looking for somebody for that role. And yeah, them signing Trey Burke and keeping Trey Burke would have reunited Trey Burke and Tim Hardaway Jr. from their Michigan days back to be on the same team. They were backcourt mates back then. And yeah, so they've waived Trey Burke. The Wizards have waived Donald Sloan, and they finalized their roster having Carrick Felix on their roster that worked really hard to get back to the NBA. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that the not the Knicks, the Wizards should have kept Donald Sloan and waived Carrick Felix? You think they should have signed someone else that had, maybe a veteran player that had more time, consistent time in the league? Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the decision? What do you guys think about the Knicks? Do you think that the Knicks should have kept Trey Burke or one of the other guards and let go of Jarret Jack? Or do you think they should have left it exactly how it is? Also, who do you guys want them to sign for their G League team? Like, let me know. Let's have a discussion in the comments. All right. I'll see you guys later with my next video. Peace. It's your girl, Denise.